Hey everybody, what's going on? KSA Kris here, the Real Estate Blitz, and today we're going to talk about the importance of role playing. Now, I'm sure you've heard about it. Role playing is one of those things that people usually only talk about in the real estate industry when it comes to cold calling. I'm here to tell you that is not the only thing you should be using role playing for. So first, I'm going to tell you about my experience with role playing. A while ago, I started off as an investor, still am, and one of the great guys that came into my life that changed everything for me was Michael Quarles. So Michael Quarles actually used to call me. He would call me at random times. He still does every now and again just to mess with me, but he would call and immediately say something along the lines of, "Hey, yeah, I got my name's Bob, and I got a piece of mail here that says that you buy houses for cash. What's this all about? Is this a scam?" And then I had to kick into action immediately and start talking about what I knew, what I was doing, my elevator speech, my elevator pitch, and then try to convert that individual to schedule an appointment so I can go buy his house in cash and then sell it. I started learning how to role play quite a while ago, and what I realized, it's not just about a call in or if you're calling out, outbound or inbound call. It comes down to everything. You should be role playing everything in your life. You should be role playing your listing appointments. You should be role playing. I did it with one of our agents the other day. Role playing your open houses. Somebody walks into an open house. You should practice and mature your routine and what you do so you can master open houses. You should be role playing your buyer appointments. You should be role playing your outbound calls. You should be role playing your inbound calls. You should be role playing everything. And the question is why? Well, here's my belief. Everybody has a certain amount of information and knowledge that they're working with at any given time. Okay? So when somebody asks you a question, you're answering that question based off of what you know or what you think you might know. So how fast does the earth rotate on its axis? Well, I heard it's pretty fast, but I'm not sure. Now, if I knew what that was, I would be able to spit it out, regurgitate that information. Role playing is basically giving you experiences prior to you having them. So dealing with an objection, dealing with a tough customer, dealing with a happy, easy customer, dealing with different personality types, being able to talk through that routine, work through that routine, and experience that routine before you have to experience it for the first time. That's the key. The hardest part about what we do is sometimes we get exposed or experienced to something that we've never dealt with before, and then you lose an opportunity to close a deal or convert somebody because you've never experienced it and you don't know what to say. You sound like an idiot. So stop sounding like an idiot, and the easiest way to fix that is role playing. So like I said, the other day we came through, an agent was struggling with converting at open houses. I says, great, you're going to meet me at our office at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be there at 9 o'clock. You're going to be holding the office open at 9 o'clock. That's when it starts. From the moment I walk in the door, I'm going to be coming in as just some guy looking to buy that office. Your job is to sell it to me. So I walk in and we go through showing this, showing that, talking, and what we found is there was a lot of challenges within her routine, how she exposed, how she gained rapport, how she talked to the person, how she moved through the office, where she positioned herself for safety, where she positioned herself for the client so she could show things appropriately, and the knowledge base that she needs to have about the office in order to be intelligent for any question that was thrown at her. So after going through it 3, 4, 5 times in the office, now when I walk through, no matter if I'm a negative person, if I'm a positive person, if I'm saying, oh my gosh, the carpets are awful. We've already dealt with the carpets that are awful objections, so I know how to talk about the carpets, right? Well, you're getting this at a great price, and the cost of a carpet is only $2,000, but you're actually undervalued by about $20,000 here. You're saving money. You said, scale of 1 to 10, that this was a 7, it would be a 10 if it wasn't for the carpets. So this is what I would recommend. It's already $40,000 undervalued. We can go try to find you a 10, but you're not going to save that $40,000. Would you rather spend $40,000 or $2,000? So it's basically finding those objections, working through them. Do this for your inbound calls. Do this for your outbound calls. Do this for your open houses. Do this for your buyers. Do this for your listings. Do it for everything. Role play. Now, part 2, because I think you're buying into the role playing thing. Part 2, how? Where do you start? What do you do? This is what we've done, okay? Start a role-playing thing in the morning. Reach out to other people and pick one niche, one thing that you want to master. So a lot of people, like I said, they start with cold calling. Start a role-playing group. You can do this online. You can start a role-playing group online and use GoToMeeting. You can use Facebook Live. You can do that. You can do something in your office. But the big one is reach out to other people that have interest in learning how to become a better version of themselves in open houses, listings, buyer appointments, cold calling, or inbound calls. And then start working with them. Next, go online and start trying to find content and information, whether they're scripts or whatever. If you really want to take it to the next level, you find somebody that's already really freaking good at it, and you bring them in to actually give a class or maybe work with you to start role playing. I work with a few people whenever they ask. I don't mind doing that. Third, actually try to create groups just for that. Like create a mastermind session for role playing or a specific topic that you want to work on. You can create your own mastermind sessions online or even within your office. And then the very last one, the best probably way of doing it is trying to reach out and find a coach. But I won't lie to you, coaching is expensive, you know. It's not always cheap to find a coach. And it's funny, we were even talking about, because I told you my number one goal right now, my big thing is I deeply believe the real estate industry is in a tough spot. And I think the reason why is that agents are undereducated and real estate education is freaking expensive. So we're trying to find ways, this is one of them, of putting out information and content to help real estate agents get smarter and to really build better businesses so we don't have these discount places that are online come in and try to take what we do to feed our families. And if we don't get smarter, that will happen. It's just a matter of when. So what I would recommend that you do is actually try to either, if you can't afford coaching, try to create something yourself and bring in somebody that has that same mindset. In fact, if you want, reach out to me. If you start building something, I don't mind trying to help out with role playing. But definitely, I think role playing is a must. If you're not role playing in your daily routine, or at least at a minimum your weekly routine, you have to time block it and make it part of what you do. It's absolutely a necessity. So that's all I got right now on role playing. Do me a favor, like, share, comment. As usual, I love the comments down below. I will always reply back to them. I'll always get back to you. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook. Be looking out for Blitz U. Blitz University is coming out right now. It's only available to lenders to purchase seats. Pretty soon we'll be opening it up to real estate agents. I know we have a little bit of a waiting list, but hit us up. We're going to be giving that out. Built with Grant Cardone. His team helped us build it. It's blitzu.com. We're going to be putting that out at cost. We are not looking to make a penny off of this. We just want to start educating agents. And it's only $100 a month. And in my opinion, now most of you know, I've done a lot of Tom Ferry stuff. I'm a huge Tom Ferry fan. I'm on the coaching program. I'm even looking to become a Tom Ferry coach right now. I just got asked last week to be a coach. This is going to give you that and a lot more in a very different way, and it's consumable. It's something that you could do 15, 20 minutes a day. You should be educating yourself. I'm a huge believer. And the website will be out soon along with the podcast where I'm going to be interviewing a lot of really cool people. And actually, I'm going to be interviewing Sync. I'm going to be interviewing Zillow. I'm going to be interviewing a lot of these people. And I've been very blunt with them. I says, look, I'm going to ask you a lot of really crappy, tough questions because they're questions I want to know, especially with Zillow and Redfin. I'm reaching out to their executives, and I'm going to start interviewing them and asking them the tough questions about the industry and what they're doing and seeing where they are. So do me a favor, like, share, comment. Appreciate y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.